Sagittarius, Kat here to do your June read. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Just so you know, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every Sagittarius. Take what does, leave the rest behind, and check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. If it does not, you may find something that is more appropriate to what you're looking for there. Venus for love. And your rising sign for career. All right, we're going to start with the Celtic Cross read. I'm going to clarify with some shadow decks here, Murder Crows, Hush, Dark Mirror, and then I'll finish up with Oracle cards and some transformational opportunities from the Good Tarot and Wisdom of the Oracle. Do traditional Celtic Cross spread here. I do not take cards from the deck. I allow them to come out as Spirit wants. So, if that is an issue with you, you can fast forward to where the cards are laid down. It's perfectly fine. I will go through all the cards again too, so you're not missing anything. Oh, okay, that is just jumping off the table. 1 second, please. 1 second. Okay. Interesting. Okay, they're just diving all over the place here. Hold, please. Okay. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right, Sagittarius, here we go. We've got Five of Swords here in the center of the spread. This is your card. This is a querent. This is putting down your sword, walking away, not needing to be the winner at all costs in the situation that escalated to that point. There feels like there's a toxic or codependent relationship here where you were left out in the cold and you're thinking about everything that transpired for the two of you to be in this situation. There is passion here, for sure. And there's passion for rectifying this. I get the moon here in the reverse. The moon to me, everybody has their own interpretation of the moon, right? And what I see when I look at this card for the moon is the masculine and feminine on either side of the path. They're not on the path, they're howling at the moon, right? So I almost see two individuals who are on separate journeys, who haven't aligned on being on the same path. And there are so many unknowns here because there's so much that is unsaid. They're singing their own song. They're not singing a joined song, if that makes sense. And then I've got Ten of Wands in the past here, in the recent past. So I feel like you've been carrying burdens all along. It's been a long, heavy road, a long path for you, dealing with other people's issues, and being the one to carry all of that weight. Again, feeling left out in the cold in this relationship and putting down your sword and giving up, basically retreating. There is passion here, right? Still for the relationship. And there is a lot of unknowns here. You got a lot of fives here too. You got the Hierophant at the bottom of the spread, another five, 3 fives. 5, 5, 5. Transformation here, I think. You've got marriage on the mind, I think. This is your attitude. And in your environment, the Lovers. So here's where your passion is. I don't think you know how you're going to get there to this marriage card now. But there's definitely passion there to fix this, to heal this. And in your hopes and fears is not walking away. You don't want to walk away from this because you still have this person on your mind. You still have a committed relationship on your mind with them. And it feels like here the final outcome is that somebody is being breadcrumbed, Ordinarily, this is the Baron giving back to the tenants on his land, right? He has enough he's wealthy enough to give back. But I get in this read breadcrumbing, like just enough to keep you on the hook here. And I don't mean that to be derogatory at all, but it feels like the people in this picture are just getting enough. Or maybe this is you just giving enough. I'm not sure yet, because there is a sneaky energy in here. This is Seven of Swords. Very underhanded, deceitful, omitting the truth, saying only what needs to be said in a very manipulative way. And the truth is not here on the surface. This is the truth in reverse from the divine. This is not the truth, whatever is going on here. And this is also not a situation for a foundation building. I think there is a call here in this toxic situation for balance of self, for loving the self first, aligning the masculine and feminine within the self, to find your own internal happiness before you can have happiness with someone else. There will be a communication that's coming in, but you're still very guarded. Someone may consider this a victory, right? And I feel like you've put enough time and energy into this relationship that you want to see if it goes somewhere. I don't know, guys. Let me get some more feedback here on this. For whoever I'm reading for, Spirit, can you help them discern what they should be doing here? Got Two of Swords, so this is indecision, being blind to whether to stay or go. King of Swords, this is someone who has high emotional intelligence, can be very blunt, can be very sharp with the tongue, saying what they say. The Devil. You've got the Devil twice here, guys. You've got wearing some masks. This cat is wearing a mask. One of these two kitties has a mask on. Devil twice as the obstacle. Codependency as the obstacle. And the Sun. Again, Spirit wants to point out loving the self, balancing the self, finding internal happiness. Self-love is first, because without self-love, you get this. That's the message that we're getting here. Self-love is the problem here. That is the thing that needs to be resolved. Either you or them or both, okay? What is the shadow aspect here, Spirit, that we need to deal with? What is the shadow aspect? Can you give me the shadow aspect for Sagittarius, please, June? Shadow aspect for Sagittarius, please. Okay, hold on, please. Where did it go? I swear. This deck. Hold, please, 1 second. I'm like literally staring in all directions for where this card went. No joke. Okay, here we go. I've got it. Okay. A bird in a cage. Oh my goodness. Do you see this? You can't make this stuff up. Do you see this? This is someone who is bound. They are chained to one another through toxic behaviors. This is a bird in a cage. A ghost, a shell of a person still in a relationship, bound and caged. Same thing with the Devil here. Can't make that stuff up. Okay, we're gonna try Murder Crows here. Oh my God, what is going on? You guys. Two of Swords again, that's 3 times. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Yeah, Two of Swords, 3 times. 3 times. Indecision, stay or go. 6 of Wands. Well, you know, this is funny because King keeping this relationship around and alive, you may think is a victory. But this is a barrier to self-love, I think. I think it's a barrier to self-love. All right, I want something from the Good Tarot here, please, Spirit. Can you give me some transformational opportunities for Sagittarius? What do they need to do to discover this self-love for themselves? Nine of Earth, very guarded. So this is letting your guard down. I'll get to some more on that. Hold on one second. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is this card. Say, Page of Water. So this is love and emotion for the self. And Six of Earth, I get the impression, because of the question that I asked, okay, that this is about allowing yourself to give back to yourself. This is about self-love, self-care, renewal, being with someone that you can let your guard down with, who sees you for who you really are. Whether that's long-term, could be a friend, could be family, could be anybody, right? But this is definitely about self-love. This is about going inside and offering the inner child that immature offer of love. Because I think that giving back to yourself is the most important thing here. I think there are aspects of yourself that are hungry for your attention, that are being ignored to keep this thing going at the expense of, right, you. Nine of Earth, Nine of Pentacles. Huh. One second, I want to get Colette Baron Reed's interpretation of this card, because it's a little bit different than the Rider-Waite. Discipline, self-reliance, restraint, and self-control, and the final stone placed in the foundation of self. Self-reliance. Reliable resources. I know I can rely on myself in spirit. There are many tools at my disposal, and I use my resources wisely, solidifying the foundations of my security in the material world. I am diligent and disciplined and focused on completing the work I began long ago for myself. I stick to my program, trusting that the plan is unfolding before me exactly as Spirit has intended. And Six of Pentacles. Generosity, right? Remember what I said, this can be about giving back? This is generosity, but I think in this reading it's about generosity to self, being generous with yourself, defiant self-care, reliant on self, loving self, okay? I think that is what is necessary here for you. Got the Devil twice. All right, I'm going to go into Wisdom of the Oracle and see if we can get a final card here on this reading. A lot of conversation here from Spirit with you about the Sun, about being self-reliant, about taking care of that inner child that you have, about being reliant on yourself and no one else to make you happy. Bird in the cage. Being trapped. Feeling trapped. Chop wood means do the work. Do the self-work. Introspection. Making oneself reliant on oneself. Doing the self-care, do the work, chop the wood. Okay, what else came out here? Unfinished symphony. So Spirit is saying that this is not done with this individual that you're with. It is not done. It is an unfinished symphony, and there is more music to be played. But I think it's really important that you guys have your own separate special things that you do for yourselves. Some kind of self-love here. Because this bird in a cage thing is not good. That situation is not good for either of you. This being bound and chained to one another is not good for either one of you. It is an unfinished symphony that's still waiting to be written. The end is waiting to be written. So it's up to you how you write it, you know. You can either chop the wood together, or you can chop it individually. I think you need to do the work here. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah. So that's it for June. I would ask you on the way out, if this resonated with you, to let me know by liking the video. And if you want to hear the mid-month read and see where this goes, hit the notification bell on your way out and subscribe. I plan to do some more shadow work readings in the month of June. And then I'll do a mid-month for you guys in the middle of the month to see where we are with these situations that unfolded for us. If you want to follow me over on Facebook and Instagram, you can do so. I have other stuff over there. I also do contests over there. So sometimes I do free readings. Sometimes I give away gift boxes, like spiritual gift boxes, that sort of thing, if you're into that. And I'll also be launching my website this month. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. On there, I'm doing a blog on, using crystals for healing and esoteric magic and a bunch of different stuff. So if any of that is of interest to you, you can check that out when I launch. It'll probably be the middle of the month. I'm still working a few bugs out right now. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you have a good couple of weeks, Sagittarius, and I will be back with you again before the end of the month. All right. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.